So, in answering the first question of explaining Brake's critique of modal monogamy being that concept of a person not being able to love more than one person at a time, Brake says that that is incorrect for various reasons. The first being that people love multiple people all the time, and there is a difference, it seems, put on romantic love versus platonic love when modal monogamy is considering the idea. So she says, why is romantic love different? Why is platonic love, lesser than romantic love? We love our parents, we love our friends, we love our siblings. In addition to this, I just wanted to give an example as well. Affairs happen. People may be in love with their spouses and decide through maybe initial sexual attraction to engage in a relationship with another person. They may fall in love with that person. They could very much love their spouse and the other person that they're engaging an affair with at the same time. Maybe not completely equally, it could be argued, but they do potentially love both of those people at the same time. So that's an additional example of why modal monogamy could be incorrect, along the same lines of Brake's idea. Second, it seems that our cultural norms may influence how we could feel about modal monogamy in general, or not how we feel about it, but how we naturally feel towards other people. We can express love and hold love for many people at the same time, but there could be an idea that that could be wrong for some reason. So according to Brake, these are the critiques of it. The benefits, according to Brake, of polyamory is positive self-awareness, and many people that engage in polyamorous relationships. Generally, I would say that it takes a good bit of confidence to be involved in a polyamorous relationship. You're putting yourself out there, you're engaging in potentially deeper relationships with multiple people. You're holding space for them in many ways within yourself. It's a lot more involved truly than just having one partner. If you have many partners that you have to maintain a relationship with, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of communication involved. There's a lot of self-confidence, I would argue. Notoriously, it may be difficult to be a jealous person if you're involved in a polyamorous relationship. So those are a few of the positive things, some of the benefits, like according to Brake. The last being compersion, the idea that, or the concept that one person could feel joy and satisfaction because their partner is feeling joy and satisfaction from another person. So it really decenters oneself. It really removes the idea that you are the sole cause for happiness in your partner's life, that they are an autonomous being outside of you, which is, I think, very interesting. Do I believe, answering the third question, do I believe that polyamory is moral? Yes, I do, short answer. But when considering this, I was thinking of what exactly is morality and how do we define that. What I kind of determined was it's really considering whether or not something is being ethically conducted. So, in a polyamorous relationship, if both parties have informed consent, if they are consenting adults, and they choose to, add another person to their relationship, or they choose to, have a primary person that they are involved with, and then they have other people that they separately are involved with romantically. If all parties are consenting to that, I see no reason why it could be considered immoral in any way. Again, if everyone is consenting to it. I do think that can be a little bit dicey in terms of morality if you have two people that are entering a relationship that is initially considered monogamous, and then maybe halfway through, one of them decide that they want to branch out and try polyamory, and the other person may feel pressured to engage in that if that's not something they had ever done or considered. That's one instance that I think that it could be a little bit of a gray area in terms of morality. But overall, if both parties are consenting and engaged in it in an informed way, then no, I do not feel that it's immoral. I do feel that it's a very moral and potentially natural thing, even though I don't personally engage in it or have ever. And which leads me to the final question of, do I believe it's desirable? For myself, no, but I certainly could see where it can be desirable for many, many people. Like we talked about before, there's a lot of benefits that can be involved in polyamory, and just having the confidence and awareness and the desire to have, enough love in yourself to want to express that to multiple other people in romantic ways. I think that that's a very interesting and beautiful thing, really. I think that there is, like was mentioned in the lecture as well, a conflation between polyamory and polygamy. Polygamy historically being very male-centered, male-dominated in many ways, and not a good representation, I don't believe, of polyamory as a concept and practice. So overall, I do think that it can be a desirable thing for many people, and many people today certainly engage in it. I would say more now historically than historically, and I think that's because of the good characteristics that are involved in it. You have good self-awareness, compassion for other people, decentering yourself as the only avenue of pleasure and satisfaction for your partner, understanding that they can have desires outside of you, and that's not wrong necessarily. So yes, overall, I do understand how it could be desirable. So